What's the key clause or key issue in a book publishing agreement? Interesting. So if you're in the business of obtaining works such as manuscripts from authors, this is for you. G'day everyone, Simon here from the Contract Company. Contracts, it's what we do all day, every day, and sometimes overnight. Lucky us. Right, if you are in the business of publishing works created by other people so that you can sell them as, hardbacks, paperbacks, which is old school, I suppose, these days, or you can get the book, sold on various platforms, then obviously people can do that themselves these days pretty easily. But if you're in the business of doing that, you probably want a book publishing agreement. Now, what is the key clause in that agreement? It's the rights you obtain as the publisher. So as the publisher, you probably want the exclusive rights to deal with that work. And exclusive means to the exclusion of the author. So if you have the exclusive rights, then the author, the bloke who wrote the book, actually is excluded themselves from dealing with their manuscript. Only you are able to deal with it because you have exclusive rights. You could end up in a scenario where the author decides to give you sole rights, which means you are the sole person apart from the author, which means that both of you can publish the book. Or you could be the non-exclusive publisher, which means the author and everyone else can publish the book, and I might publish it, you might publish it, everyone might publish it. Nice work. So you want to make sure you've got the right to deal with the manuscript or the work, and you want to make sure that those rights are appropriate for the risk profile you're taking on. So if you're going to spend a lot of money in marketing the book, you want to make sure, one, your marketing dollars get reimbursed to you out of any royalties that are payable. So before you pay the author the royalties, you want to make sure you get your money back that you've spent on marketing. But if you are going to take a large risk and dump a lot of money into marketing, you want to make sure that you're actually going to get some return on that. And before you would do that, you'd want to make sure you had the exclusive rights, right? Because if you don't have the exclusive rights, then what you're really doing is by spending all that money on marketing, you're funding someone else's model as well, because you spend all this money on generating interest in the book. But if you're not the exclusive owner, that means someone else can publish and market it, and that means that those other people are potentially piggybacking off your marketing spend. Something to think about. Another thing to think about as well is what happens with adapted works. So if the author comes up with like a short form version of the story, or wants to break the book down into parts, what happens with those adapted works? Are you given the right to deal with those adapted works as well, or not? Something to think about. Royalties, the percentage when it's paid, that's important too. But yeah, the key thing for me in a book publishing agreement is to understand what rights you have as the publisher and marketer of the book to make sure that it's a viable business for you. Otherwise, why would you do it? You wouldn't. So if it's going to be viable, make sure you get the rights that are going to help you do that. And you'll get that in any well-drafted contract. Anyway, if you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch. But that's my view on what is or are the key issues in a book publishing agreement. Thanks very much.